In today's video, I'll be teaching you the basics of how to look fresh and awake. This tutorial is all about enhancing features while looking natural and radiant. So if you'd like to learn the basics of how to look fresh and awake, carry on watching. The first product I'll be using is a liquid illuminator. So this is going to give your skin that really radiant glowing effect. And today I'll be using the MAC Strobe Cream. To apply this, I'll be using the XO Beauty Precise Blush Brush. Using the XO Beauty Rounded Kabuki brush, I'll be applying this Lancome foundation. It's medium full coverage and sits really nicely on the skin, and as you can see, I'm really buffing that foundation in, so it's well blended and less cakey. Using a MAC concealer in NC20 and a flat synthetic concealer brush, I'll be using this to cover the blueness that my model has right under her eyes. So one of the features that can make us look really tired and just not all there is those dark under eyes, so they can really drag our face down. You can use a concealer, the right concealer, to take those away. And also another wonder of concealers, you can use them to cover scars, you can use them to cover pimples, and if you have a fairer skin tone like my model here, it also helps to cover any redness, which is mainly sometimes on the cheeks, around the chin, and especially around the nose area. So you can use a concealer to cover those. So you can really see just by cancelling out the blueness that my model had right under her eyes, as well as on her eyelids, around her nose, her chin, cancelling out all the redness and also covering the acne that she had. It really made her face look brighter and much more awake. Using a pink cream blusher from Sleek Makeup, I'll be applying this to the cheeks using the XO Beauty Precise Blush Brush. Using the cream blush gives a really natural flush of colour to the cheeks, so it blends in really nicely. Now next I am going to set under the eyes using a loose powder, so this is just going to prevent any creasing that you might get from the concealer. Moving on to the eyes, I really want to brighten and lift the eye area. So my first eyeshadow that I'll be using is a matte vanilla shade, and I'll be applying this right under the brow bone all the way down across the entire eyelid, and this is just going to make your eyes appear more awake and more wider and brighter. Next I'll be using this soft brown shade, and I'll leave all the names to the eyeshadows down below, and I'm just going to apply this on the outer corners and a little bit into the crease, and that's just going to create a bit more contrast, a bit more warmth back into your eyes, and a little bit of dimension. And after that I am going to go back in with my matte vanilla eyeshadow and just blend it out so it's very soft and subtle. Another tip that not many people know is if you want your eyes to look more awake and bigger, you can apply a white eyeliner to your waterline, and this is really going to brighten and widen your eyes. Going back in with that soft brown, I'm going to apply a little bit to the bottom lash line. Now I always recommend this if you're using a white liner in your eyes. Just adding that little bit of brown or whatever contrast color you have just really makes the white look a bit more subtle and not so kapow in your face. The last thing to really make your eyes pop is of course mascara. So I'll be using the Benefit The Real Mascara in black, and I'm just going to coat this on her top lashes and also her bottom lashes. Moving on to the lips, I really want it to tie in with the rest of the look, so quite neutral and soft. So I'm going in with that cream blusher that we used earlier. It's a really nice pink shade, so we're just going to apply that all over the lips, and I'm using the Round Top Synthetic Blender Brush by XO Beauty. I decided to use the cream blusher because it's more natural and it sits really nicely on the lips. It's kind of like a cream stain almost. It doesn't feel thick or creamy. And then I went in with a Revlon lip gloss, and this has no shimmer in it, and it's just nice for creating that little bit of shine and a bit of a plumping effect as well. So I've just applied that all over the lips. Now, I actually done my model's eyebrows before I filmed this video. Now, if you don't do your eyebrows, start now. It makes a huge difference. There's a lot of YouTube videos that you could search up, or you could visit your local cosmetics counter, and I'm sure they'll be happy to help you with tips on how to fill in your eyebrows and what shape would suit you best. So this is our completed look, the basics of how to look fresh and awake. I've used minimal products in this tutorial. It's really easy to recreate, beginner friendly, and just a really nice neutral and soft look. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram at Makeup with Ja, but until then I'll catch you guys on my next video.